What's up, everybody? The Basement Behemoth here, talking about the greatest thing since airplane sex, the deadlift, why you should be doing it if you're not already. Okay, today we're talking about deadlifts. Mainly, we're going to be covering the sumo deadlift. Okay, we'll do the conventional in another video. Okay, now the reasons I really like the sumo deadlift over the conventional deadlift is because your low back does not get beaten up half as much. If I ever conventional deadlift heavy, I don't experience any pain or anything like that, but it takes me a really long time to recover, and I can only pull conventional maybe once a week if I pull it heavy. Even doing reps sometimes is really taxing. So this is all due to the angle of your back when you're pulling. Okay, when we do a conventional, we're kind of more in a bent over position. Okay, so the bar is probably about here, and more of our torso is out in front of the bar. Okay, the more of our torso that is in front of the bar, the more shear force we're going to place on that low back. Okay, now I'm not necessarily saying that this is a dangerous exercise, because a lot of people think that deadlifts are, oh, I don't want to do deadlifts, I don't want to hurt my back, which is further from the truth. It's going to strengthen your lower back. But that's besides the point. When we do the sumo deadlift, instead of being a little bit bent over, because our feet are out wider, we can maintain more of an upright back angle. Okay, and it also is more of a hip dominant movement, because we have to use more of the glutes and the quadriceps to break the bar off the floor and lock it out. Okay, so how I would start doing the sumo deadlift I would start maybe raising the weight off of blocks, because a lot of people are going to have really tight muscles on the inside of their thighs. This is called the adductors. Okay, you have really tight and stiff hips, so it might be a little bit of an issue trying to get into a proper position. So I would just raise the weight off the floor by a couple inches, maybe with plates or something else. Okay, now the added benefit of doing the sumo deadlift, again, we're going to get lots of glute and hamstring activation, but we're also going to get some quadricep activation. So I think it ties back into my other video about not squatting. I think the sumo deadlift is an excellent replacement exercise to build mass in the quadriceps for a beginner. Okay, now if you don't really like the sumo deadlift, if it really bothers your hips for whatever reason, I would also recommend doing the trap bar deadlift for the same reason that we do the sumo deadlift, is because, again, we can keep more of an upright torso, taking some of that stress off of our low back. Okay, so if you're not deadlifting, you really should. I don't think it's a movement you should be intimidated by. I think you can progressively overload the movement very well. You can add weight, you'll get strong very quickly. And again, the benefit of the sumo deadlift is your lower back is not going to get beat up as much. If you're doing it properly, you shouldn't really feel anything in your low back at all, whereas opposed to the conventional, you kind of have to use it no matter what, just to finish that top end of the lift. You have to use the muscles on the back here, the erector spinae. Whereas again, if you're sumo, a lot of people can get even like fully upright. Okay, I'm not there. I don't have the greatest mobility in the world, so I'm kind of a little bit more like this. When I first started, I was about here, but over time, I've increased my hip mobility. I've kind of gotten a little bit more upright. Okay, so I'm going to be probably doing a tutorial on the sumo deadlift pretty soon. I just got to get myself a cameraman. Okay, thank you a lot for all the support, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.